Hi, I'm Dale Jansen, and this is my Llewellyn setter, Patty. For maximum safety while we're hunting, Patty should be steady to wing and shot. But achieving that finished dog status after I've let him chase flushing birds means we have to go back to some training basics. We've already been to the woe post, we've used the waist-mounted e-collar, and now we're finally going to add birds back into the equation. In order to finish off Patty's training, we need to create situations where we can reward him for holding back and discourage him when he chases. In order to do that, we'll be using pigeon poles, we'll be using bird launchers, and enlisting the help of a friend. Patty's going to get reacquainted with some flushing chucker. Let's see how he does. As always, it's best to work with the dog that has loosened up a bit. Patty and his pals Ripley and Mesquite love to run around in this old rice field. While they're doing that, let's get some setup work done. Pigeon poles are often used for introducing young dogs to birds. Maybe we can use them for Patty's finishing work too. All right, the bird is in place for our first attempt. Hesitant at first, Patty quickly tracks down the bird's scent and locks up intently. I'll hold Patty this first time to ensure his success. With my arm around his waist, like the e-collar, Patty holds pretty well. Next time we'll try him freestanding. Wow, Patty was pretty solid there. He held his ground again. The problem with the pigeon pole is that the tethered bird can't get away if the dog breaks. What a mess! What's a trainer supposed to do when the bird basically flies right into the dog's mouth? Praise him for the retrieve and move on, I guess. Well, the pigeon pole gave us some mixed results. It's not Patty's fault. A more experienced trainer might have been able to make that work. But for us, it's time to move on to Plan B. Using a launcher will allow me to control when the bird flushes. That should allow us to get Patty stopped before he can reach the bird. Now, launchers are not perfect either. I stupidly gave Patty a scare once when I set him up way too close. So for this reintroduction, he'll start by backing another dog. The launcher is set up. Let's get started. Ripley has set the point. Ron Vanderheiden is holding him steady. Patty is honoring behind. There! Flush and flinch, but he didn't break. Good job! Let's do it again. This time, Patty will be honoring Mesquite's point. Watch how Patty flinches again, but doesn't chase the bird. That's two great examples of Patty becoming steady to wing. After those first successes, I'm going to raise the excitement level by having Patty point the bird himself. He'll be a little closer and more tempted to chase. Once again, flush and flinch, but no chase. Patty has nailed it today. As a reward, he gets a chance to retrieve this last bird, which didn't fly far, and plenty of praise. Well, Patty keeps working his way through these training stages. He's flinching, but holding steady to wing. So the next step is to add in the shot. I'm going to let him run around a bit to celebrate his success. Okay.